I'm live. Topic because I'm all washed up. I know nobody's here yet, but we've had so much rain and more to come over the next couple of days. But it makes me feel all washed up. This morning, I was really feeling it. Early this morning, it was thunder. It was lightning. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Good to see you. I was I didn't know if anybody gonna be in here or not. I never know, but they never it never amazes me how they find me so quick sometimes. It well, I was just saying I'm all washed up, and we've had so much rain, and there's more rain over the next couple of days. And this morning, I had to go out in the middle of the storm. It was thundering, it was lightning, and uh, yeah, you're the first one. There's Christine. Well, praise the Lord. There's Melinda. We are in there. Are you saying she's in the motel room with you? Is that the way you meant for that to come out, or you saying you was at a motel? Don't know if she's gonna answer me or not. Well, if she's in the motel room with you, that means she's out of the hospital. Hey, Peggy. Well, I'm not getting a response back from her, so I don't know if she's just the way she worded it. If she worded it wrong, that they're in Nashville, a motel, and she's still in the hospital, or she's actually in the room with them. Uh, for right now, let me look at the weather. They the phone the phone keeps changing. Okay, another early morning, somewhere between 6 a.m. and noon. Yeah, 55% tomorrow, and then Monday there's a 50% chance anywhere from early morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, or so, and that at that time in the early hours of the morning. You still having them muscle spasms? We going everybody remember her in prayer tonight, okay? It's not an easy job moving. I've even had the guineas to tell me that, and so it can't be easy. Let's see. I'm trying to, I really, and back in my younger days, moving wasn't no big deal. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff. I didn't, you know, possess a whole lot. Uh, so being one place to another wasn't, just jump in the car and go. I didn't have no possessions that I had to hold on to or cared to hold on to. You know, not 18, 19 years old. Uh, the world was just opened up and ready, ready for me to explore. But now, since it's been a lot, 40 years, I'd hate to think to have to move. Be a lot to do. Then I'd be doing the same thing, Melinda. I'd be going, pray for me. That I get through this. Meg, Meg's little house in the country. Saturday morning, and I got it done. Well, if you do, we understand. I'm not going to stay a long, long time. I just wanted to jump on, see how everybody's doing, and tell y'all, I got drowned this morning. I was standing out there with the lightning striking over my head, uh, thunder rolling up my back, and it was. I mean, my guest at the Guinea Palace was hollering, "Get out here and take care of this situation," and I had to get outside. Yep, I know you got that back section back there mowed uh, here the past week or whatever it was when you released that video. It was you were back there in the high weeds. Yeah, I don't collect a whole lot of stuff around here, and after it's here so long and it don't get used, it's time for it to go. Uh, it either goes it goes out of the house. Let's put it that way. Either I give it away, hardly ever sell anything. Uh, but give it away or sell it or I'll throw it away, depending on whether it's worth giving away or not. And Meg's gonna be praying for you too. Yeah, we gotta get her loosened up here where her back don't hurt so bad, so that moving process will uh, be done and handled and all taken care of. Still getting rid of stuff. Oh, I saw you. I saw that short you did with that thing. I can't use one at all. Uh, 2 minutes and I'm in massive pain in my shoulder. Yeah, but, I think if I I mean there's some things here I would take if I moved away, moved out of here, moved uh, but I wouldn't take a whole lot. A lot of it I'd stack up outside. Say anybody want it. If not, I'm gonna burn it before I leave, so that it won't get rid of the mess. Yeah. Oh, it was hot today. After all the storms and everything got out of here, it got miserably hot. I wish Christine had come back and clarified what she was saying, so I know if what she said was what she said. If she meant what she said, but wait a minute, they're in the hospital room with her. Let me get this up here where I can see it. We are in Nashville in the room with Sherry. Keep the prayers coming. They're in her room at the hospital. Okay, I think that's what it was saying. I, I looked at it. I thought it said they were in a motel room with Sherry. Huh? Yep. Sherry, if you can hear us, we're praying for you. A lot of prayer warriors, and we do have a Lord that still has a healing power. I just watched a little short clip on a man who received a miracle. Uh, he was a preacher, and he got some kind of disease, and it ate the uh, something out of his vocal cords, and the nerves and all that got destroyed. They were totally wiped out, and he could only talk like this. He couldn't really talk anymore. And 3 years he 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 uh, he ended up not being a pastor anymore because he couldn't talk, and uh, you know, and one of his churches that he went to in his younger years or early on, he any of y'all heard this story or seen it on YouTube? It was on YouTube. Uh, they asked him to come speak. They said, "We know, we love you, and we want you to speak to us. Uh, we'll put up with we'll get you a microphone. We'll put up with your voice. Don't we really want you to come and talk to us." And he started preaching on the belief that that God still had the healing power, and he talked about why we were in the pits of our lives sometimes, and uh, we find ourselves there. And when he said the word, all of a sudden his voice got a little better, and he kept talking. You can hear he kept talking. Now this all got videoed because this church videoed their church, so they videoed him speaking. First time in 3 years, and then he got lost for words. I think it's somewhere in Texas. No, I don't know about nothing about the chamber, but he was going. I, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of strange, but I'm lost for words. And he, but while he was speaking to him, that guy was still uh, able to heal people. The healing power was still there. He received his right there in front of him. Uh, I don't know if it's. Can you see your playlist from the time before on a different uh, something else on YouTube?
Hey, let me show you something real quick. This t-shirt.
Heart is called. You want to look it up. It's heartwarming miracle caught on camera. It's that preacher's telling. He's the one telling the story right there. He's the one that's in his church, and he played the tape of the voice of the where he was when he received his healing, and it was at a different church. He tells the story, but that's why heartwarming miracle caught on camera. It was posted 1 month ago. Got 714,874 views. Link to my video. Let's see what happens. Oh. But it's yeah. If you see that background, that's you'll know you got the right one. Them standing up there. There's something popping up. It's got those. I guess that's blue back behind him with the squares. Yeah, it's kind of touching. Hey, Neil. Neil got notified. Well, I've always heard late's better than not at all sometimes. Well, I take it in faith because you know, I received a miracle right here at home by myself. Uh, so I know it's still in the healing power. No question in my mind about it. Oh, you saw him. You can see him now? How did y'all solve that problem? I've done pulled this cover down. Do you know how you solved how you become to be able to see him again, or did it just happen? In front of the bushes. You know, Melinda, I've seen a few other miracles firsthand. Uh, and one of them was in a hospital down here in Fort Oglethorpe. Yeah, that's what I want to know, Neil. How did she figure it out? Oh, Meg said it. Uh, she ain't telling. Well, Meg, you missed the sunset, huh? And the cloud said, peekaboo. Now the sun's hiding from her like Neil was hiding from Melinda. She sees the moon. She just lost the sun. Neil posted on my thing one other day, yesterday I think it was, where I said my truck was supposed to be ready by Friday, but it wasn't ready. And then Neil said they didn't say which Friday. So I got thinking about that, and the logic of that is, well, if that's true, then if I get it any other day of the week, I got it early. So he's got me thinking like him now. Oh, good. Neil's practicing. Brown's Family Farm. How y'all? Is B2 sitting up today? I bet she went. I bet she went for a long walk. I hope they did. I hadn't talked to them. I'll leave them alone till I'll see. I don't know Monday if they'll. Monday's a holiday here. I don't know if they'll be open, but I'm going to check Monday, kind of later on in the afternoon, and see. If not, then I know they won't be ready. No, still same sign. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I told them that sign might help protect them, you know. That's Kevin. Let's see. Oh, AC troubles. Oh boy. Well, yeah, Melinda's saying, uh, K1, you got a good traveling companion buddy there with you. She'll brighten the trip up. That's for sure. I'm not going to ask him no questions. Meg said to drive safe. Well, he's got to. He's got precious cargo riding with him. Y'all, has everybody had bad weather? I'm going to tell you, these thunderstorms, heavy downpours. Like I said, I was standing out there this morning. Lightning was bouncing off top of my head. Thunder was rolling down my back. Uh, and the rain was drowning me. Oh. But they guineas out there, they rung that bell for some assistance, and I had to go. I mean, you know, what kind of butler would I be if I didn't? Yeah, that tarp I put on this end of the palace for shade. I I poked holes in it, and I figured if it rained, it just run right through it. But it rained so hard that it couldn't run through it fast enough. It just filled up. Anyway, and I knew it was over top of the net, so I knew it was pulling the net down. So I grabbed me some ties uh, and a knife, and I went running. I went out there and put a hat on my head. And was hoping that would at least I'd be able to see, what I was doing. No water in my eyes, and so the water would drain through it and wouldn't stand on top of it. Uh, so when it rained, it would just, water would just run through the holes. It wouldn't stand on it. But it rained so hard and so much that it just, at one time, it just couldn't, it couldn't run through the holes fast enough. And it just pulled it right down inside and pulled the net down in there, and everything was going down. And I went out there cutting the ties, to get the tarp throw back out of the way. And then I had to pull the net back up and put the new ones on it to hold it in place. Not supposed to do that. I didn't fill it full of holes, just enough in the middle where the water would just run through it. It was there for shade. They got a house to go into if they don't want to get wet. But they like the rain. That's they hadn't seen a lot of rain. At least they haven't been out in it. They hadn't been outside. They've been in the barn. They act like they were happy. But I didn't want all the netting to come down. So I flipped it back over, and it's just laying across the back corner of it now. Yeah. I just, it was an old tarp, and I just thought that would work. I just figured poke some holes in it, and the water will flow right through it. But nope. And the pole I'd put across there underneath it, where the perch on, it knocked it down. It bent until one side came out, and I was like, okay, I got to go out there. So I was all washed up. Oh, I've had enough rain. Now, if we hadn't got no rain, and the garden wasn't a mud hole, Scott did get, well, you saw what's planted in the video if you watched my video tonight. But on the top end, we were going to plow that up and get some peas and the okra planted. But no. The weather said, nope, more rain. And with 55 and 60% chances for the next 2 days, I got a feeling it's going to be a little while before we do any plowing now. Yeah, maybe by after Monday, we're supposed to have several clear days, a few of them full sunshine. So maybe before the weekend or by the weekend, the next weekend. It'll be dry enough to maybe by Wednesday or Thursday. We got several days of no rain after Monday. We might get it done next week. Oh, you're nursing. Yeah. Need an enclosed trailer, something to put it in. Either that or some tarps with no holes in it. I know you said it's going to put you closer to Fort Worth or Dallas area, but how many miles are you actually moving from one point to the other? How many miles you got to move it to? Oh yeah, they'll make sure they don't. You got movers coming, I guess, with the U-Haul. Maybe they'll. That'll be. At least they'll be inside. Already complaining about the heat, Neil. But you know, I'll take a little sunshine and a little heat for a few days, even if it means I was had to stay in the house the whole time, just so that I can have other people outside, outside doing things. I think today was probably the worst day of humidity we've had. It was it was uh it was very 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 chunky out there today. 2.5 hours of traveling. Hmm. So you're going about half the distance closer to Dallas, uh, cutting it in half. Have you got where you're moving to? Have you got more people around you? You know where you're moving to? Are you moving into a strange area? So you're moving probably 100, 120, 130 miles away. Well, good. It'll be a all new scenery for you. Is the place you're moving into smaller than where you live at now, or is it bigger, or same size, or? Neil could probably tell us that. Look in the microscope there, Neil. It's but I didn't. Well, the only thing I didn't put on video today that I did was my nap and going to the dollar store. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, in this world today, living, that's uh, having people around you is just good. There's safety in numbers. They gonna let you film out the window, Neil? Couldn't imagine they wouldn't let if they won't let you film out the window of your travel. Tell them you're doing a documentary. You gotta go back and share it with the world. Oh, good. Everything I film is for my own use. I just share it. Well, I don't know if I said it in one of the videos or not. Uh, uh, but we kept our sheriff, and we got a new person head of the county board now, or will have when she takes her seat. I said, huh? I took one out, Peggy. Yeah, well, that's what we want to see. is the landscape. If you're on it when the sun going down. Well, she didn't get you then, Neil. No, hi, hi. Not a whole lot up here. We just here passing some time away, letting everybody speak to one another. Just passing some time. And we talking about all the rain and people having to move, and got one getting ready to take a trip here in a few weeks. And, I mean, got a lot going on for just a few of us in here. That yeah, Neil, get a picture of the train stations as you going in, and or the buildings. Supposed to find me one of those uh, phone booths too. Neil's gonna take a trip to London for a concert. Spend the night. Oh, Neil, do you know if you're, uh, you know where you spending the night at? You know, if you'll be on a first floor, third floor, 15th floor, whatever, you know. That's right. I'm losing my mind. I got London on my mind. You want to see him jump in there and turn into a superhero? Neil, I'm just getting things backwards. You need to get in one of them phone booths. I have to agree with that, Peggy. Jump out with a cape on and everything. Yeah. Go in with a little bag, Neil, with all your stuff in it, and get in there and throw it on real close, real quick, you know, and then jump out. Ta-da! Well, it depends on if you got a chicken costume. Yeah. Jump out, go, I'm here to fight. Law for law and order. Yeah. Get you one of them little portable fans and make it where the hook on you hang down off your neck, off the back of your collar from underneath the cape, and so it'll be blowing it in the wind, battery operated fans. Jump out and do a pose for them. Ta da! I think it'd be cool no matter what he jumped out with, huh? I could go get the old Happy Motors chicken costume. He'll be there forever. Mild mannered Neil coming to the rescue. What time flies? Amazing how fast time flies. Yeah, we want to be careful what we jump. We want to make sure we got something on, more than a cape. Hey, look, I haven't got behind tonight. That's the one you were born with anyway, wasn't it, Neil? It's the only one that fits. Mine don't fit no more, Neil. Mine's stretched. Bigfoot. Uh, I don't know. Like isn't the word that you're aware of them. I always thought I never had a Bigfoot. But here lately, I keep tripping over them, so something's going on. Well, I see Neil was in there. Uh, I think Eric was in there. Neil, did you ever hear anything about Oklahoma weather? Did they ever get anything around Brandon's way? I turned off my weather thing for them earlier so I could do some downloads, and then I forgot to turn it back on. So yeah, they were expecting that bad weather tonight. Oh yeah, Scott and I both were out there underneath the shed yesterday afternoon at the fruit stand, and we got trapped under there. I mean, the thunder sounded like it was right made the roof rattle, and the lightning was big time. And we were standing there under. If you come out from under there, you'd had to have two towels just to dry off. It was raining so hard. Oh, good. Okay. I wasn't looking at no screen or nothing. I just went on my app and was listening to the emergency weather channel for their area. See if anything ever popped up. Nothing popped up until the time I went to do some downloads and stuff like that. Told Scott today he was starting to act like me. He'd start talking about something and forgot what he's talking about. And I'm standing there in the garden waiting for him to finish it. And he was Winter Wonderland. If you watched the video, you've seen it. Uh, had had to remind him where he was talking about. And he goes, "Oh yeah." You know, if the company you're with is I guess you're talking about your internet and stuff. Sometimes you can transfer it to the new address, have it to switch over if it's already set up for internet service. You just carry your stuff with you and plug it up. wasn't going nowhere and he wasn't making sense. So I said to others, if anyone knows what he's talking about, please let me know. You wasn't arguing with yourself, were you, Neil? Oh, they've already got service. Okay. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, let him know. No, man. Okay. I got you. Yeah. You gotta turn your equipment in. You got the cable box and all that belongs to them. Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, well, I see. At least you'll be hooked up and everything before Neil goes on his little trip. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. He's going to get that all set up and let us know when he's ready to show it to us. Oh, yeah. At the station and stuff like that, I just take pictures too. Unless you wanted to actually just video everything around it. Take a picture of the train. If it's coming into the station or if it's already there. Well, obviously, I don't know enough about where he's going, but I know it's an old area. I would need permission to show there. Really? Hmm. It's a public station. Here, it would be okay to do it. Somebody might not like it, but you can still do it. It's not owned by the government or the state or anything like something like that. It's not a public entity. Wow. Somebody making a killing then on trains. I beg you. Neil needs my ink pen. I've got a camera ink pen. Stick it in your shirt pocket. Wow. Somebody paid. I hope somebody paid a pretty big dime for that. And I took my ink pen, camera ink pen. They said you can't video in the courthouse. They wouldn't even let you through the doors if you had a phone in your hand. I said, okay, fine. So I came back up there. I took my ink pen out of my pocket, laid it in the little cup thing that you got to put it through to go through the thing. Got on the other side, picked it all up, put it back in my pocket, and went on videoed what I wanted to. Pull out my little pad and act like I'm writing, but I'm pointing the camera where I wanted, where I wanted to take a picture of. Mm. Meg's getting sleepy, and it's past 11:30 already. Yeah, I got to get up early in the morning too. I'm glad Neil's practicing with his gimbal. I can see it now. I can already see some of the pictures. Well, where did High go? Did we lose High? Yeah, yeah. Check it out. Oh, did I mess up? Shame on him. Y'all, I just hope it ain't raining early in the morning. But it's supposed to be a chance from somewhere around 6:30. No, from 9. Where's that at? From 9 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 11 o'clock in the morning. So going in, coming off, and then 4 p.m. again. But it's a lot chance. Hopefully, I don't have to pull over and park on the side of the road. It was Melinda. Oh, I don't know. I must have missed something. or didn't understand something. I think y'all understand a little more about some of the questions they asked than I do. You get a idea of something going on. Neil told on Melinda. Hmm, it was Melinda. Oh, there's a name I like to say. Elizabeth. I like it. I can't. Welcome. Nice of you to drop by. We just sitting here talking about the weather, going on a trip, uh, guineas, getting wet in the rain. I've always liked the name Elizabeth. You know, uh, Bewitched, Elizabeth Montgomery, Elizabeth. I used to forget what the name of the show was. I liked her name. No, Peggy, if I tell him that, he'll get the big head because I already know I'm going to have to plant the ghost peppers. That's what's going to come down to. He's going, they even go through your gloves. I can handle those peppers. It don't bother me one bit. I don't know. I don't know. He I don't understand how you get how that. I mean, he can't eat hot stuff. He can't touch hot stuff. He just he just can't take nothing hot. It was a slip of the finger, maybe. It looked like he was cooking for the whole town, didn't it? Peggy, I didn't see you in there. I'm going to tell you, I had for some reason. Were y'all losing signal? As was it freezing up and stopping on you? Yeah, he said he thinks he's got whole uh, a whole bunch of. It totally froze up on me, Peggy. I actually left and came back 2 or 3 times just to try to reset it, and it would work for a minute or two and quit again. So, but the chat thing was working, so I was I didn't really I was trying to do some other stuff, and I was having a every once in a while I'd pick it up and look and see or most of the time when I said something, it was because while it was working, I heard him say something, and I'd respond to it or something. I let it play even though I'm busy, and I hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. Well, look, y'all, tomorrow is another busy morning, and tomorrow afternoon, I think I'm not going to do anything. Maybe come home, wear my knees out, and pray some, but that's about it. And then, did they ever get to the store or Lowe's? I think it was they were going to. But I've got to kind of get ready for tomorrow. I'm not ready, and I got to be ready when I get up. So that means I'll be up for at least another 45 minutes. Oh no, 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 not that, not that, not that, not that thumbs up. Yeah, well, there you go, Peggy. Got him, Peggy. Why are you busy working? I'm not working. I'm not doing nothing tomorrow, and I don't know what Monday's. Monday's supposed to be all rain. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping Monday that if the dealership's going to be open, the mechanic's working, and then they call me and or I call down there and they say, "Oh yeah, to be ready. You want to be down here before closing? Pick it up." I'll be like, "Yeah." I do. Wait a minute. I'm lost. I'm lost here. It might be time for me to go on and get ready for bed because Dean gets paid over a period. I do. For what? Just when it's time to eat, maybe. I didn't go over Manny's today this evening. Uh, Scott left me a message, a text message, and told me they were going over there. Come on over there for dinner. Uh, when I when I woke up, because I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. Plus, Tank was all upset. Somebody was setting off fireworks. I was like, seriously? Tank Tank was scared to death. He was at the door looking at me like, oh, let me in quick. Hurry up. He's scared to death of thunder and I, I just about pay that mechanic to work overtime Monday if he come in and get my truck ready Monday. If they call me and tell me it's going to cost any more to fix it, we we're going to have a problem. And I'm going to tell them, no, you ain't getting no more money. Did I tell you how much they want to fix my truck? I had to have a new compressor, timing chain cover, oil change, go in because the oil, I lost all the oil. Uh, Valve cover gaskets, uh, serpentine belt. Told me it was 20 point something hours of labor. That's what they charge for that. And then 50, it's going to be right around 55, 50, almost about 50, probably with tax, probably about $5,600. You gotta get the finger paste ready for. Well, as much rain as we've got, there's not going to be nothing else done in our garden for at least 4 or 5 days of no rain. Well, it's got 83,000 miles on it. It's an old truck, but it ain't got, I haven't put that many miles on it. And no, I ain't gonna buy another truck. Scott was like, "Why don't you just get another truck?" Uh, nah, I ain't got that much longer to go, and there ain't no need leaving a new truck sitting up here with somebody to fight over. So, uh, so I'm just gonna fix it. I like the little truck. I enjoy driving it. It handles, it parks. You can park it like a car, but you can haul something too. I've actually pulled a trailer out of the hayfield with it. Uh, 3, 4, with 8 rolls of hay on it, and you didn't even know. I mean, I didn't even know it was back there. I pulled the big Boy Scout trailer. It ain't a big trailer, but it's you know, to my truck, it's wider than my truck. You can't see my truck. The trailer. I pulled that trailer down to the tire shop and had some tires put on it before it went on a trip with the Boy Scouts. And I didn't. The lights quit working on it, and a state trooper pulled me over up around 27 Highway. Uh, and he said, "But we can't." No, he says nobody can see the lights or anything on your truck. And I said, "Well, they were working," and I got out and messed with it and got them working. And I said, "I just took it to the tire shop." Yeah, that's why I got bad feet now, Neil. Trying to put the brakes on. But he said, he says, "Let me follow you. let me follow you. He says, he was real nice about it. He says, I said, let me just see if I can get them working because they were working. I went back there and got them working, and he says, well, I'll still follow you down there. He said, where you turning at? And I said, the post office. I live right back down there. He said, well, I'll follow you till you get off the highway here. Okay, whatever you want to do. Have a good day. Thanks a lot. That's been a while back, but yeah, I mean, I don't need a new truck. It's one of the biggest catches. I mean, there's plenty of trucks around here to do jobs that need to be done. And if I bought a new truck, I wouldn't want it to get scratched, and I wouldn't want to throw a lot of stuff in it and all that and haul it or anything, or let my grandson throw train nails into the back of it. Uh, this one right here is just fine. It don't look bad. It needs cleaning up because it didn't get a bath all winter. But other than that, it looks good. It's not a bad old truck. And it ain't wore out. No. It's just I run into a problem that had to be fixed. And since it's the only thing, that's all other than tires and a battery and some light bulbs, a couple of light bulbs. It's 14, 16. How old was that truck? Yeah, 16. I'm going on with 17 years old. But the suspension's still real good on it and everything else. So. You waiting? That boy won't surprise me. He wouldn't surprise me at all. I'd love to get him on here one night, let him start telling you all about trains. I can see you all now after about 15 minutes, and he's still rattling off, and y'all be going, "What is he? What has Dean done to us?" He's got all these different theories about trains, but he also knows the history of trains. He knows, he knows the difference. The different size of steam engines and locomotives, and I mean, it's when he gets something on his mind, he just don't he don't quit. He uh, he learns everything he can about them and gets to know everything about them, like them creepy toy things that he makes. He knows all about everything about their movies, everything. He he don't when he gets on it, he wears it out. But anyway, I'm gonna say thanks for being with me tonight. I'm glad y'all dropped in. It's almost midnight here now, and like I said, it'll be another 45 minutes before I can get to bed. Uh, it'll be close to 1 o'clock. And that gives me about 6 hours of sleep. But yeah, it's good to see you. And I pray everybody has a great day tomorrow. And share, yeah, remember sharing your prayers tonight. That's what Christina put up there earlier. let her let her know we still thinking about her. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to say this, Melinda. I remember the work that I'm getting ready to get done, I used to be able to do it myself. Oh, and there's some kind of computer part that has to do with the engine balance that has to be replaced. that one part was, I forget, it was over $1,000. It was well over 1,000. The one part by itself. So, take care. It's good to see you all. And remember, Jesus loves you. And with Him by our side, we can conquer the world. Good night.